Bună ziua tuturor, bine ați venit la Celebrity Talks, seria de podcasturi dedicate personalităților care vizitează Universitatea de Vest din Timișoara. Îl avem alături de noi pe Jean-Pierre Sauvage, laureat al Premiului Nobel pentru Chimie în anul 2016, de astăzi membru de onoare al comunității academice a Universității de Vest din Timișoara. Este alături de noi și domnul profesor Marilen Pirtea, rectorul Universității de Vest din Timișoara. Mr. Sauvage, Mr. Rector, thank you for accepting our invitation and, of course, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Sir, I'm gonna shoot the first arrow towards you. So, if you would talk to a friend about your experience here in Timișoara and here at the West University of Timișoara, what would you tell him? Of course, he's a friend, so you might be as sincere as possible.
You mean a friend who is a scientist, or generally speaking?
A friend.
A friend, simply. I would say that I'm very happy to be here. This is my first visit to your country, and I'm very surprised. You know, I must say, I found a very modern country, very modern. You know, lots of people who are friendly and interested in meeting other people like me. And so it's very positive, very, very positive.
What if he would ask you how was your experience here at the West University of Timișoara?
At the university, of course, I knew a bit of this university through Daniel Funeriu, whom I know very well, you know, for many, many years, even decades. Of course, I cannot be more positive about this university. I mean, the way I have been treated, but also, you know, by even the buildings. I was very surprised, you know, to see such a nice building.
It is indeed.
Which has been, to a large extent, refurbished, but with also authentic parts, like the mosaic. The mosaic are beautiful. And no, sure, I mean, I cannot be more positive.
So are we, of course.
Thank you.
Mr. Rector, many events that had an echo not only here in Timișoara, but also, I would say, at the national level, happened here at the West University of Timișoara. Could you tell us a bit more about the context of this event? There are so many personalities, such as Jean-Pierre Sauvage, who visited our university. So could you tell us a bit more about this context?
Yes, of course, this year is a special one for our city, for our university. We develop so many events, like you said, but not only here in Timișoara, in university, also at the national level and international level, because in the many Romanian embassy from a different country, our university develops so many cultural, educational events. But in this year, 2023, when Timișoara is the European Capital of the Culture, the motto of the city is lighting up your city. And our role, like university, is to lighting up the society, lighting up the city with brilliant minds. And of course, our engagement for Timișoara is to bring here brilliant minds of the world. And our concept is Nobel at UVT. And today is the day for Professor Sauvage and for the chemistry. Of course, I saw Aula Magna full with the young people, with the students, with so many students who wanted to see the professor and to hear about his experience, about his activities and chemistry. And that's why we try to develop and build, of course, intellectual infrastructure for the society, for our community, and how can do this better, bringing, of course, this great personality of the world here to see it and to hear it and to change different ideas with this students. And that's why we said our job is their futures, and this try to do here in our university. And I think it's not usual things for every day, but I want to thank you very much, Professor Sauvage, because he came here in Timișoara, in our university, and accepted to be member of our community till today, because he became Doctor Honoris Causa of our universities. Thank you very much, Professor.
Yes, indeed. Starting 1 hour ago, you are a member of our
Yes.
academic community. Sir, you're also, as we are, a member of the European Union, right? And we know that you have a perspective, a positive perspective of what it means to be a member of the European Union.
Yeah.
So here is another question for you. What do you think about the future of Europe? Because, of course, these are not the most peaceful times that we're
Sure.
living right now. And what do you think about the future of education in Europe?
First, I think Europe itself, the concept of Europe, the community of European citizens has been strengthened since the invasion of Ukraine. That's very good. It's terrible, the war is terrible. But I think everybody realized that there is a constant danger. And the danger makes the people feel more, let's say, concerned, closer to one another. And in a way, this is the only good effect of this war. So I feel more than ever, European, more than French, much more. This is especially true in Strasbourg, because we are, at the geographic center of Europe. Strasbourg has been part of the German Empire, France. It has commuted, many, many times between France and Germany. And this is why the people in Strasbourg are so strongly in favor of Europe. And this is the way I feel.
And how about the future of education in Europe?
Future of education, it has improved also in a spectacular fashion, at least in my country, But there is still progress to be done, especially, among, let's say, among students or, school boys and school girls. I think our teachers are not so well considered. I don't know what the situation is in your country, but they are not so well considered. And what has changed is that the families are more and more taking part in the policy of the school. They are interfering, very much with the policy of the teachers and the discipline and all that. And the school should be more protected in France, in my opinion.
In your opinion?
Yeah,
that's actually a very interesting opinion, and I pretty much think that things are similar in Romania, and there is room for improvement from this perspective.
Yeah. Good. I'm happy that you agree on that.
If you allowed me, in Romania now we will have a new law of education, and everybody insists to put a lot of money and investment in the logistic and the infrastructure, educational one, but most important to invest in the professors and the teachers, because without they we can't do with a good education.
Sure. I hope we are going to do the same in France.
This is a nice thought for the end of our podcast. Hoping for better days for education, right?
Right.
Great. Thank you.
Professor Sauvage, Mr. Rector, thank you for accepting our invitation. Vă mulțumesc și dumneavoastră că ați fost din nou alături de noi. Toate bune și pe curând!